Welcome back, guys. Just a really quick update. Weirdly, I thought I already recorded this. The last one was here. I mean, you can go back and reference it if you really want. But where I predicted, I think price was about a week ago. What are we on now? 25th. So I think we were around about this sort of region, and I predicted that price was going to come up to here. As you can see, price has come up. It's touched that zone. Obviously, I had the previous draw of where I predicted that price was going to come down to that short-term support, which I previously mentioned, which obviously held strong because it come down, bounced. I was a little bit late on my guess, but it come down, bounced, it went up, and it even come down for the second time. But we could class this as an EMA bounce, to continuation of the uptrend. So I'm happy with where it's currently sat at. What we currently have here is a new line of support. To be honest with you, it'd probably be better placing it down here through the central of this consolidation area, through the bottom of the key level of support here. And the reason that would be a good area to bounce that price through is because it's also a top header to this spike here. So you can clearly see that price has reacted a fair few times to this zone. But you can also do, like I say, always nice to have an aggressive approach. So you can definitely see sort of where the aggressive approach is. And we'll do the aggressive there. We'll even turn it down a little bit just to show that it's a bit of a more of an aggressive entry. So this is where I'm currently sat. My stop losses are still not moved since where we last spoke, which is down to this range here where this cream rectangle is. This is still where my stop loss is sat. Obviously, a lot of people will be thinking, obviously, well, I think, well, we got the 2-2. Yeah, so you got about 100% gain through to that trade from this entry here to up here. You got about 100% gain on that original trade. Just make me double check this quick. No, about 150% gain up on that trade. So it's nice. It's a nice movement. So again, you could use this if you really want an aggressive entry or to close out some of the position and start selling off. But I'm probably going to rely on this movement here. Not really too fussed on the other one because obviously remember we've taken it from the bottom up to here in a matter of, I think it's about 2 months. It's been a really long trade. But I think so far on the original lot, so I say you would have traded with £1,000, you'd have earned 6,000 on this trade. £6,000, which if you ask me is a good amount. If you were to trade 10, obviously you would have made 60,000 on this account. You can't really argue with swing trading when you sort of see these sort of returns. And also, I'm not getting caught out on any of these big movements or the big fakes or breaks and supports. I'm not getting caught out on any of them, and I'm still continuing to hold my position. Hopefully, it'll close in the next week or so, purely just because I'd like to take at least half my my profits and bank them, and then invest the other half on top of my usual, and hopefully get a really nice pullback, because this could drop down to this sort of region here, and from there to there, trading it, 50,000, you're going to see maybe 200, 300,000. Really nice returns. But that's basically where we're at. So I'm currently waiting for this price to either continue up or run out of momentum and drop down. The reason that I haven't closed out my profits is, as I've said before in previous videos, I rely on the oversold and the overbought regions, and this has still got a long while to go till it goes overbought. So I know that this market could potentially push upwards of the highs of the 14, 15 for free sort of regions. I'm sort of hoping it doesn't, just because I'm not too sure. I'm pretty sure that would be the highest. No, it's been a lot higher before, but we might see it sort of bank up. And the reason, obviously, like I say before, that I'm expecting it now to come up to that 15.42, 15.44 sort of region, is because it's clean cut straight through these. You've got big wick rejection on the daily, pushing up into more buying power. And if you take that as a key level of resistance, you may as well just push it up to that extra little bit, because you've got 2 solid bounces at that key price. That could have purely been that sellers were coming in a little bit early on that trade, but I would be looking, like I say, between around the 4 to 5 range up on this top head before we potentially see a bit of a pullback. Might even see the pullback down here, might see it down here before it comes up. As you've seen, this market is a bit wish-washy, sort of comes up, comes down, comes up, comes down. So this is why I don't really like to plan ahead on exotic currency pairs, because they're very volatile, so we don't really know which way they're going to be pushing. But that's really all there is for this update. I was going to do it on Friday, but extremely busy. Wasn't even in the country at that point in time, and just took a couple of steps away from my trading for a bit, because obviously my entry was all the way down here. I'm well in the money. I'm not really fussed about a late entry on it either. Like I say, patience is key when it comes to trading, and not having the emotions in there. To not give a fuck really helps you plan and trade effectively without using your heart and soul within each single trade. But yeah, guys, that's really all I am at the moment. I'll keep you updated. Might do one at the end of the week. Hopefully, by then, this market going to an overbought region, and we might be able to see a potential close of this profit, so I can then show everyone the future of moving through into this trade. So if you want to jump on a 600% growth on whatever lot size you're using, you can also jump on that. That's not a problem for you. But like I say, that's all for now. There isn't really much more to talk about. So yeah, cheers for watching. I hope it helps you. This one's a little bit quicker than the last ones, which is ideal. But yeah, leave a comment or subscribe if you do actually want to see these entries, because I will be posting them on here. It's basically like a free signal, if you like, with proof. Of analysis. I'm not going to show you proof of finances, because I just don't like my finances being out in the open. You know, a lot of people then start going, "Oh, it's fake, and they completely rule out what the whole topic was about, which is the analysis. And this is what you need to stay clean on. As soon as you start focusing on money, that's when you've really lost the game. You want to really focus on just your analysis and play it as if it's a game. You're never focused like on money. As soon as you are, you like I say, you've sort of lost, because your emotions are coming to play. You start realistically putting that to what your real life term right now, how much that money is worth, and what you could have done with that money. And that's when you start going down the pot, like the shitter, really, because you're scared of losing that amount of money, and you'll always stub yourself. If you go on Instagram, Facebook, you'll find all these, these Forex gurus. A lot of them are scammers, a lot of them are real, a lot of them do well. But if you'll always see that, even though they're claiming they earn, upwards of 500 to a million a year, they're still only trading with 5 to 10,000 lot sizes. Some of them only trading with 1,000 lot size, and they'll put that down to, it's risk management. It is risk management, but the realism is they've started using that money for their real life, for what they do in their day-to-day life, and they're now dependent on it, that they actually get the bit of emotion that comes in, that every time they start using that higher lot and they see these big numbers when the pullbacks happen, they panic. And it's natural. Everyone sort of has that sort of setting. But like I say, if you just don't give a shit, you can keep on working your way up to, like you say, 50,000 lot sizes. And a lot of other people are looking at it and go, that's absolutely ludicrous. But if you've got an 80 to 90% win rate, and you've got up to the point from taking 1,000 to 100,000 over 6 months, or even 2 months or 3 months, and you've taken that up to 100,000, it's very easy then to, if you think the mentality of, if I keep on trading this way, then I'll earn this much, and you will. You will, as long as you don't let that cockiness and that confidence also betray you. If you just carry on as you are and take money out as willy dilly. I don't know what the word I was actually looking for then. I don't even know what the fuck willy dilly is. But yeah, then you'll trade well. But that's just an insight onto how to manage your emotions, which can be a complete different video. But yeah, like I say, that's all we're at right now. 600% at the current point, growth on one trade. Like I say, it's been going on for 2 months. So we're netting a nice bit of profit. Like I say, it's not a get rich quick scheme. You think it is, you're sadly mistaken. You go to an Instagram page where it looks like he could get rich quick. He's scamming you out, mate. That's as simple as it's going to be. A lot of these people start selling courses and signals, because think about it. If you were earning realistically 20,000 a week, are you going to do signals? No, you're not. Right, the only reason I'm doing these videos is because I know what it's like to start, and I know what it's like to be scammed out when you first started. It's nice then to, I always wish there was a bit of free advice on the internet, which someone shows you step by step, and not only why they did that, but their thoughts and their emotions behind the trade and what they're sort of doing. So I could just sort of copycat that, and it didn't cost me £300. It didn't cost me £20 a month. And it was nice to then it would have been nice to execute these trades on my own account after following someone do it. But like I say, this is really for the people that have been following my comments on other Forex channels and are looking to sort of get into it. This is a nice insight for you. But that's all really for today. Cheers.